So here's a short story about a gal from Australia. She's 26 years old who has claimed to sleep with over 300 people in a year and is going around saying that she makes her feel empowered. And once again demonstrating that we're living in Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. And this story is spreading like wildfire, as well as no doubt the STDs are being spread around like wildfire. And to no surprise, she is now on OnlyFans, and there's definitely a lot of things going on in her life because of this. And I thought it'd be good to cover because, like I said, once again, we're in Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0, and sadly, this is going to be read by gals, and they're going to think they can do the same thing, and it just only spreads the problem. Title: I slept with over 300 people in a year. Haters say I'm disgusting, but I feel empowered. It is disgusting. An Australian woman who has said she had SEX with more than 300 people in 1 year found the experience empowering. Andy Knight, 26, told the Kyle and Jackie O show that she even managed to bed 5 people in a single day during the frisky, fun-filled year. She couldn't find something else better to do with her time. How does she even walk? Seriously. She says, I felt empowered afterwards. The amorous Aussie declared, SEX makes me feel good. It's meant to make you feel good. Yeah, it does feel good, but that type of number in a year, and I can't begin to get on the subject of potential pregnancy, STDs being spread around. You get the point. I'm sure not all those guys were very clean dudes. Knight sleeps with men and women and told the radio program that she met many of her SEX partners on dating apps. Shocker. However, she also has a roster of regulars on speed dial that she calls up whenever she feels like getting down and dirty. She says the messier the SEX, the better, she enthused. Knight, who's been dubbed Australia's most sexually active woman, added that nothing is off limits when it comes to experimenting in the bedroom, saying, I'm down to try anything. Well, let's get back to that messy type of thing. You can use your imagination about the messy thing. And she's dubbed Australia's most sexually active woman. What the hell is wrong with Australia? I've been told a lot by the Aussies that how ridiculously to the far left it is and things like that. This is a badge of honor. Who is this girl? Who's her family? Who's her parents? You can't tell me that they are just embarrassed, ashamed, disgusted by this. This is what she was raised to be. The problem with this type of thing is, guys, is that these stories pop up. Young gals think, hey, I could do that. I can make a lot of money on OnlyFans or whatever doing this type of thing. And they do it. And whether they're successful making a lot of money or not, this is going to carry around the rest of your life. This gal is never going to be able to get a job anywhere after this, ever. As well as she'll be probably complaining online one day, no guy wants to get in a relationship with me. Gee, I wonder why. And then they'll blame guys. You'll read shaming articles about guys not wanting gals with high body counts. It's ridiculous. And this is just an absolute mess. And you got to point these things out. Otherwise, it's going to get worse. But anyway, she says here, however, not everyone is impressed by Knight's unashamed enthusiasm for SEX, with one hater describing her as disgusting. She says, the last thing I wanted to do was to get fired, and somebody found my OnlyFans, and she told the SBS Insight recently. However, there were a list of 3 reasons why she was fired, basically. Knight stated saying that she was very upset and very angry by her company's decision to axe her. Her company had every right to fire her. She is a walking, talking representation of that company. And people found out about that. It makes them look bad. Okay? End of freaking story. And I don't want to hear it's her personal life. No. She's on OnlyFans. Shocker. Right? And she's putting that out there for the world to see. No. It's the same thing when schools fire the teachers, because these are teachers that are influencing kids and teaching kids or other types of jobs. No, they have every right to do that, and I want to hear you complaining. She says here, they said I falsely advised that I had a side business, didn't ask for permission from the company to run a side business, and I had online naughty images of myself and crude language that was against company rules, she declared. Well, if that's their rules, then exactly, you signed it on the dotted line. However, Knight isn't looking back. She says she now earns more than $1,000 a day with her risque content, which fans pay a monthly subscription to view. Suckers. Now, I'll leave a link to the article. And she's a pretty girl. I'm not going to deny that, you know. And she's in her prime. She's 26 years old. But here's the problem. A lot of these young gals, and a lot of young people, don't understand that the money gravy train isn't going to last forever. And after taxes and living expenses, they probably piss it all away. she better stockpile this money because she ain't getting a job anywhere else. Unless a company wants to hire her to bring in business, if you know what I mean, she's done. End of story. And this is going to happen to a lot of gals that try this. Now, the thing is, most gals that go on the OnlyFans, as I've read, do not make anything close to that type of money. Even if they really work real hard at it, dedicate themselves. They may make a few $100 a month at best. $1,000 a day, that's quite cool. And I'm sure because of these articles that she'll do more because she is pretty and she's in her prime. But eventually that's going to peak and she better stockpile that cash, otherwise it's going to be gone. Because once she gets older, she's not going to be as appealing. But more gals are going to hear these things, say, I don't need to get a job, a 9-to-5 thing, I'll just do this. It's not going to work. And then they completely ruin career opportunities for something that they barely made any money off of, because once it's online forever. And they're going to decimate any romantic prospects down the road because guys aren't going to be with a gal that did this type of thing online. Especially as more and more young guys are waking up to realize, you know what, I'm allowed to have some standards. I'm allowed to say no. The gals certainly have standards. They certainly have a giant checklist of all the things I'm supposed to be. So I'm going to have some standards too. And that means no spicy activities online, amongst many other things. So good luck to her. You know, she'll make a lot of money now, but down the road in 10 years, it's going to be a very different situation. So I thought a lot of you guys sent me this article. I want me to cover it real quick. It's not long, but just the world we're living in today.